Hello, my name is Ben, aka Nightingale TCG, and today we are playing Kalgara, my beloved. He's my favorite leader in the entire game. Yes, I'm sorry, Sanji, but somebody has to be number one, and Kalgara is it. And today we are playing him in the Eastern lobby, specifically to try out all the EB04 cards that he got. Well, I say he got, Bonnie and like other yellow decks got, and I don't think they were intended for Kalgara, but we can use them. I want to say this from the start, I think this 5-cost Nami is very good in the deck. I just decided not to test it today because I wanted to go over all the EB04 options. And there's only so much space in a deck that you can make to test cards until it completely breaks apart. So Nami has to sit on the bench for now. She's very good, or at least I assume she's good. I haven't actually tried her yet, but I thought I'd mention it before anybody else says it in the comments. The 3 cards I'm testing today is this Sentomaru. He's a 2-cost blocker, and on block, if you have 2 or less life, you get to draw a card. Quite nice in Kalgara to have a chump blocker that draws you as well. And the condition of 2 or less life is nearly always active in this leader. The same goes for Borsellino. He's a blocker, and then on play, if you have 2 or less life, you get to add a card from the top of your deck to your life cards, which means you're healed. And because he's a blocker, and he doesn't have a condition of having a Kalgara on the board, he's just a strictly better Noland. And then lastly, we have the secret rare of the set in this Luffy. He's a 10 cost, but the reason why I want to play it in Kalgara is because if you have 1 or less life, it's actually only a 9 cost in your hand, which means that you can either still keep a Don up, which is effective for your counter events, or you can also use leader ability still if you're on 0 life. And as an on-play, you can trash a card, which is sometimes nice if you have a brick in hand, although Kalgara doesn't run that many bricks. But you can buff your leader to a 7k for the turn. Well, for your and your opponent's turn, which means it's a lot harder for your opponent to swing into you, even if you're at 0 life, especially also because this Luffy turns into a blocker on the turn where you play him. So if you already have some other blockers established, like the Sentomaru or the Borsellino, even if you're at 0 life, with having like 2 blockers and usually have a pretty healthy hand size in Kalgara, it's quite difficult for your opponent to go for game. But that's it for the theory. I will go over my more specific thoughts at the end of the video. But for now, I hope you enjoy the gameplay. And if you do, please consider liking and subscribing as it helps me out a lot and it's completely free. Thank you. Kalgara vs Lucci. I'll just take first because that's what we used to want. I'll keep because we have double searchers. So we should be able to find what we need. Let's start off here, I think. I mean, an Ohm is pretty nice to have, but the Kalgara matters too. Just depends on what else we would want. I think I'll grab the Ohm for now, because I think that's more like there's technically a higher likelihood of us finding another 5 cost to play out of leader ability. So I think grabbing the Ohm now is good. Here's a Luffy. Here's another Kalgara. So I'll grab that and I'll swing 6 at lead and pass. Well, pass after he takes, maybe he counters. I'm interested to see how this Lucci deck plays. I'm not certain whether this Luffy card is like good in this deck or not. I just want to try it out because it's a 9 cost, so technically you can play this while also using leader ability in the same turn. This Sentomaru seems interesting too because we can block and draw a card, which are both effects that we should be somewhat consistently be able to activate. How long is this guy taking on a 6 swing attack on turn 1? Like what are we doing? Thank you. He's gonna go 5 and he's probably just gonna play a Lucci. Well, he milled one. We're definitely taking the first hit. See if he has another one. He doesn't. He just has a Khalifa. Okay. Don't care about that very much. I'm assuming we can overrun him, because they play so much less removal now. I guess the Kaku, if he plays it, is nice for him. But if not, then... I mean, the Kaku can remove basically the Ohm on his turn by swinging and then playing it. We haven't found a dog yet, so I was fairly confident that we would find one now. Which we did. Let's see if he has a 5-cost Kaku to play. If it's just a Lucci, then my god, is he gonna get some swings like thrown his way afterwards. He plays Spider Mice just to fuel the trash. Is that the way to go? I mean, I guess it's a card you can KO with Lucci's on play. Is that really how this deck plays now? That's like so far removed from what Lucci used to be. Alright, yeah, there's the Lucci. And then I'll be taking one hit here. Okay, he doesn't decide to swing 5-5, he just swings 6, which, yeah, I'll take. I'm not triggering that. And now we'll see how good this Borsellino is. What can we do this turn? We can swing 6-6-6. We just swing like 4 6s. Taxes 2Ks. We could swing 5-6-6-7. So I think just 4 6s is better. Because if we start taxing 2Ks now, it's gonna be a lot more difficult for him later on in the game. What does this Kaku do exactly? If your black character with a base cost of 5 or less would be KO'd by one of your opponent's effects, you may place 3. Okay, so it's KO protection for your Lucci. It's not bad. I can also keep 1 Don up for Earth Won't Lose. Do I even have... I don't... Oh, I only have this Viper to play out. Okay. Well, I guess that's what we'll do. He has another 2K. Okay. I think I will then just swing 5. Play Borsellino. Heal and keep it done up. For Earth Won't Lose plus upper yard. Because I don't really want to lose anything on my board. If we take a life this turn, if he should swing into our life, then we could play this Luffy down. This I will... Is he actually going to remove this with anything? Is there anything that he can play to remove this for 6 Don? I feel like there isn't, but let's see if we get punished. Either way, this is efficient. And there's no real point in grabbing another Kalgara, so I think I'm just grabbing another Earth Won't Lose. At least I don't think this Kalgara will go anywhere. If he just swings 5, I'm blocking. This, I'll go 2K. We no longer have 2Ks in hand, so if he goes 9, yeah, I'll let it go. That's okay with me. Does he have another Lucci? Rebecca Spandine. Lucci. Okay. But we don't have something to play out. We don't really need to. We have a Noland. We can just swing like 7, 7, 7, 7. Play Noland, leave it on up. Do we even want to like swing into this Khalifa? I don't know. Let's start with a 7 at lead. By playing Noland though, we do go up to 3 life, which means that our ohm goes down to 5. Does that change anything? We could also Shura search for something to play out with leader. Or we just play a blocker down. Maybe just playing a blocker down is nice. Play blocker down, swing another 7, leave 2 Don up. Put him to 0. I don't really know exactly what this Lucci deck can do, but in my head all it is play a bunch of Luccis type of deck. Okay, I'll take that 9. Surely he has to worry about not dying, right? We have like a billion options next turn as well. We can play, like if we for whatever reason wouldn't want to go for game, we could play a Luffy down, buff our leader, keep it Don up, or we could play Noland. But like, I'm pretty sure we just have game. Maybe if he has 2 blockers to play. Let's give a 1k. Being out of 2ks is annoying. But he's not abusing us with it right now. Okay, another Rebecca. Into just grabbing a Kaku. So he just added 2 2ks into his hand. And he has a Don up, which is probably ground deaf. So maybe I don't have to force anything here. Maybe I'm just playing Luffy, leaving a Don up. Give me 2k, 1k. Yeah, I think I'm just swinging 6, 6, 5. Play Luffy. There's the ground dev. Play Luffy, trash a card. I guess I can trash the Earth Round lose because I won't be able to keep the Don up anyways. And then I'll pass. 2 blockers up, 7k leader, 1 Don up. I feel pretty safe. 9. You know, I'll just take the free block now. He has to find a way to remove this and be able to swing into my life twice at a number that is impossible for him to swing at. So, yeah, I'll counter this one. This 10 I'll take. And this 10 we could block, but I'll just 2k, 1k, 1k. And GG's. He definitely had a slow start because he did not have Lucci on 4. But I don't know how much of a difference that would have made. GG either way. Kalgara versus Red-Green Luffy. Does Red-Green Luffy get anything in EB04? I mean, I guess it gets like the Zoro Rush and stuff. So that's kind of good. We definitely mulligan that because that was not really a hand to play with. This hand is not amazing, but I guess it's a little better. We have an Ohm. We just need to find a Holly of it. I can imagine us struggling into this leader dome with like all the counter available to him. That even if we go very wide, it doesn't hurt him that much. Grabs a Luffy of event, and now let's find the dog. Unlucky. Oh, we bottom deck like 2 Kalgaras as well. That's pretty sad. I need to find a play for next turn. 3 cost to Shi. Does he play that? Okay, we found a play. That's good. Then let's go 6 at lead. Play out Kalgara. He's gonna counter that, of course, and I'll just play... I mean, the Borsalina is just strictly better. So let's play that. No use swinging with Ohm because he had a Don up. Plays Luffy into what? Oh, this Robin, okay. So our Zeus is becoming less useful. Do I take this live? I think so, just to have my Ohm there. Is this once per turn? It's not limited to his turn. Okay, we don't have an insane turn, but he only has 1 Don up, which means that this is a turn when we can pressure. And I will pressure with Borsa as well. I'll probably just play out Ohm. Do I need to leave a Don up is the question. These decks have started playing less 2Ks. So maybe just swinging a 6 here is good enough. Although he just countered with a 2K after... Yeah. Let's just play Ohm. Still no dog. That's pretty unlucky, to be honest. Then swing with Kalgara. And pass. Okay. He plays that card. Double Sanji. No, Sanji into Luffy. It's pretty nice. Honestly, this double attack. Maybe I'll just take it. If he swings 6, I'm countering, of course. But then this double attack, I think there's value in taking that. Just going down to 0. And then healing 1 up. And then we don't have to worry about double attack. We have heal 4 days in our hand, by the way. So how do we want to swing? How much Don do I need to keep up? I think let's start with a 9 at face. See if he wants to give me triple Don. Oh, it gives me Don plus event. Okay. We definitely heal here. We have to be careful of DMG. So I'm going 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Don. I need to swing 2 more 7s. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I have 2 more Don there. Feel like I can't afford to do that, but I also want to pressure, man. But if he has DMG, I just lose, don't I? Maybe I just accept that I lose to DMG. Sometimes you have to accept it, because if I pass here normally and I don't pressure at all anymore, and then he just spends all of his turns always just to keep like 5 Don up, I don't think I ever have him in a lethal threat. So I feel like I need to pressure. Takes that, I heal, and I'll pass. And now let's see if he has DMG. He can rest the blocker and the Don, or 2 Don. I mean, in this case, resting 2 Don is definitely better. Okay, he has Nami. Maybe he has Nami and DMG? But Nami alone is okay for me. And grab a 2k. He searches to find a 1-cost Nami, which makes sense because that search is essentially free because he gets 5 Don back at the end of turn. It's this 7, I'll event out of 2. Honestly, kind of like that because I want to free up space to play another Noland. And where's that 9 going into a character as well? It is. Do I care? Should I give double 2k here? It's gonna have 5 Don up. I feel like I don't care. And I have a few options here again. I could double Noland heal. I could just play Luffy. But if I just play Luffy, do I get to pressure him at all? I would swing 7 with leader, so that's 2 Don. Potentially 9. I think I'll play the Luffy. Ditch this. Go 7. With us being a 7k leader, I think we can afford to not leave Don up. And then I'll swing 9. See if he wants to give me triple Don. If he does, I'm gonna swing 2 6s. But he just gives me the block, which I'm happy with too. Okay, another Nami. Is he gonna just try to go into my ohms? I think that's okay. I mean, I guess I'll block this. Then I'll 1k here. Yes, 5 Don up. And I'll just go 12 phase. Probably just blocks it with the Nami. I mean, he could give me a bunch of Don too. Is double Noland even enough to keep me alive? Or do I need to like keep keep Don up. Probably need to keep Don up, don't I? So if I Noland, and then with his double attack Luffys. I mean, his double attack Luffys are a pain either way. Maybe the best is to double Noland. Because if I leave 2 Don up, let's say, and then he goes... Well, he'd need to swing with the Luffys first. So what numbers would he have to swing with at? If he swings 9, then I'll just event 2k. He swings another 9 and I'll event potentially out again. So I think I can just leave it like this. Because he doesn't need to swing with these Luffys first. We are not really getting closer to lethal though, because he keeps playing these Namis. If it was just Don he keeps up, then it could be possible, but because he always blocks our high swing, it's quite annoying. 9. What happens if I take this? If I take this and he goes 15 here, I'll go 9, 12, 13, 15. So I cannot take this. So I'll event 1k. He plays another Sanji. That's at least not a blocker Nami. 7. What happens if I take this? He goes 1, 2, probably goes 5, 5. So I'll give him this. This one I can take because of the double attack. I don't mind taking this one. I'd be surprised if him just keeping Don up, like 5 Don up, is enough for him to live. But I guess if he has another Charleston, it could be. I think taking this is irrelevant once again because of the double attack. So even if I'm at 1 or 2 life, it's essentially the same. Even if I heal back up. Then I'll +3 this. Okay, what's the best I can swing? 9, 9, 11, 12. Is there a way I can play well around Charleston? Like I could go 15, I guess, and then he would have to use all his Don. Then it would be 15, 15. If I go 13, he has to use 3 Don. And if he would do, he would have to use 4 Don. And if he would do that, then he couldn't use Charleston again. He can obviously counter out of hand, but I think starting with a 13 is correct. Maybe just swinging normally like 9, 9, 11, 12 is the right way to go. I'm gonna go over it after the turn has concluded to see if there's a difference. But for now, it like entirely depends on his hand. Like if he has a Charleston, then I think this is better. But if he doesn't, then there's probably no real difference. Because it's awkward for him, because Charleston he has to use leader ability first. Okay. I guess I'll go a 7 then. Because he has to use leader ability first. And then he Charlestons. So if I swing really high now, he has to do leader ability. What's the mechanics of this? It's weird. Because leader ability triggers first. Then he has to use Charleston. And then he can't use leader ability again. So is it best for me to swing 5 here? Get 1 Don. And then on this swing, he can only get 1 more Don. And then use Charleston. And then he can't use the additional Don anymore for his leader ability. So I think swinging 5 is right. Before swinging the high number. And then it's 16. And he can go up to 13. And then he still needs 2 2Ks. GG's. GG. So he didn't have Charleston. which means that probably just swinging 9, 9, 11, 12 was better. But we have to play around cards he can potentially have. Was pretty damn close though. Ooh, old school matchup. Kalgara versus UP. He chose first. I think I'll keep this. Okay, double stage search or just sure. I think double stage is better. Grab an event. Grab a 2k. The fact that we didn't find a Kalgara or Holly annoys me a little. He ramps. I'll take this. Draw 2, trash 1. I guess I won't be needing this sure. And then I'll play Holly. And pass. I wonder how difficult it will be for us to get past that 8 cost Roger. At least this doesn't double ramp him. Because our Ohm isn't a 6 yet. Can't play a Kalgara, so we'll swing 6 first. He now has 2 done up, which is just alarms going off for me, so because of Bagua. So I'm just playing Viper and I'm searching and I'm grabbing the big guy because I think I need his stat line to be able to get past Roger. This Luffy could be very handy in this matchup, although he might just be Red Rock victim. We'll see. The only thing I'm scared here is Mihawk. I don't want to see a Mihawk here. We don't have 2Ks actually. Ooh. I guess I'm taking then. Ah man, that's the only card I didn't want to see. Annoying. There's a chance we could have lethal, by the way. With how UP Luffy lists have been going. If I could go 8, I might have it. You can also go just 6, 6. 6 is probably better. Let's not get greedy. Ooh, gives me a 2k though. That's already good. Another 2k. Let's play Kalgara out. Another 2k. It's a lot of 2ks. And we'll heal with Borsa and pass. Have it on up. 4 cost blue pudding is not real with 9 cards in hand. There's a Nami. Places on top. Let's see if he has Sanji Roger. The 9 I'll just take. And if it goes into anything but this Vibe, I'll just let it go as well. The Vibe I'll protect. This I'll let go. Because if he plays a Roger, this stat line won't matter anymore. Really. And I want space anyways. That's a block event. Just a Nami. Okay, I can live with just a Nami. Next turn is Luffy. Buffing up my leader. Start with a 6 swing. We don't have an event in hand, so there's no reason to keep Don up. Let's go 7. He's used a lot of 2Ks. Okay. Let's go 8. Gives me the giant. Then we'll play Luffy. I'll ditch the other Luffy. Nah, I can ditch Holly, I think. Then go 7 again. Do I need this Borsa? I don't think I do. So I'll just swing with him too. I don't have 2Ks in hand, but like I'm a 7k stat line leader. He grabs a red rock. Yeah, he red rocks that immediately. Now does he go into my life or does he go into my board? 8 at Bosa? Sure. 9 at Viper. I don't really want to let that go. Could triple 1k. I think I will. And then I'll go 6 at lead. I think I'm just playing another Luffy down. Oh, he giants immediately. Okay, let's go 8. Do we have lethal? It's 10-10. Or rather 10-11. What other options do we have? We play Luffy, we go 7-7. Is there any way we die if we play Luffy? If we play Luffy, then we'll be a 7k leader, we have 3k counter in hand. If he red rocks me, I guess there's a chance to die. If I play Bosa heal into Sentomaru with 7 Don, I think I'd be okay. So I think I'm swinging 9 here and see what he does. If he counters, I'm all-inning. GG's. But if he didn't count, if he didn't block, I would have gone Sentomaru plus Bosa. Because then I'm at 2 life plus 2 blockers. I think that's pretty hard for him to get around. Kalgara vs Yellow Nami. This used to be a horrible matchup for us. Because of just them being a 7k, them having Gravity Blades, Jozu, everything like that. But I guess they're not playing that really anymore. Pudding is also a massive reason this matchup was horrible for us. Let's see. I'll just grab a 2k here. Searches and grabs a 5-cost Nami. I mean, do I just decide to not take this? I think I just do though. Draw 2, thrash 1. Let's trash this. Then I'll go 5 lead and I'll play Ohm. Do we even play Holly? Because Holly never really will get to swing. But I'll probably just play Holly to get down in hand size, to be honest. To make it less attractive for him to putting me. Takes my life and I'll give him a 2k here. I'll then go 6 at lead, play Viper. No effect because I don't have a stage down. Then I'll go 7 here. Has a Kiku trigger, lucky. And this time I don't think I'm playing Holly down even though I have it in hand. He plays Shoyo, cycles that out. Gets done under his leader. Not having a Kalgara yet is annoying. Because we need one for Noland. 7. Is he really gonna pudding me if I take this? I think I have to take it though. Yep, he is. I figured. I'll take this too because we have Noland in hand. Then the 6 I'll counter with a 2k. Alright, so this Nami is on KO. You may turn 1 up and play a 6. I think I can still tax that. See if he wants to has something to play. He uses it, plays a Kiku. Okay. There's a search effect. Do I need to clear this Kiku? Not sure. I'll go 5 for now, see if he wants to use leader ability. I definitely have to play Kalgara and Noland. I think I have to clear the Kiku. He doesn't want to give it. Alright. Then I'll play Kalgara here. Defending it that much? Really? I'll go 8. Then heal. I'm in a pretty bad spot. Give her 1k. Oof. 8 cost kit too. Okay. I have to give our entire hand here. Like I said, this matchup used to be pretty horrible. Can this search me anything that could save me? Unlikely. There's a chance that the draw of Kalgara gets me something. I really just need a heal. That's not a heal. Well, I guess we'll go another 7. We will try to go for lethal, but I'm like 90% certain we can't. 7, 7, 7, 7. We could do like 3 8s, but I think that's just not possible. Can go another 7. Hope he doesn't have a 1k. He did have a 1k. Now we are sad. Played this. I wish I could grab Borsa. We were actually 1 card off drawing Borsa. Unfortunate. Let's go 9 into the kit. Probably has that counter too, to be honest. Yeah, he does. 5, 9. GG's. Yeah, this matchup has always been bad for us. And it seems like that hasn't really changed. Main reason, pudding. Okay, Kalgara versus Yellow Luffy. This is a good matchup for us. I'm not sure. He chose 2nd. We don't have a 5 drop. This could be keepable though. We have an Ohm. A search to find a 5 drop. So I think it's not too bad. This is the first time I'm playing against a Yellow Luffy with EB cards, like EB03 cards. What the hell? Am I that unlucky? Wow. No Shandorian? No Kalgara, no Viper. Surely there has to be one in that top life or the next card, right? I can't just go in, can't have double search, go into the next turn and just play Holy. That'd be too criminal of the game to do. Goes 5, I'll take that. I mean, it's the wrong Viper. This is also kind of the wrong Viper, but I guess we play what we have. There they are. No stage. Sad life. At least we have Holy. Please no Kiku. Thanks. Well, there are all my Kalgaras and all my Holies gone. He plays Robin. Does he not play with the EB cards? Should have taken that live. I'm rusty on this deck. Because I was gonna use leader ability and heal this turn anyways. Disgusting. I guess I'll make him heal. Doesn't want to heal. Do I need to use lead ability? I kind of don't. Let's just do this. And I guess I'll heal with Borsa and pass. That trigger was pretty good. Stuss into Robin. Yeah, I'll take it. And I'll take this too. Trigger. Grab a 2k. Okay. Let's go 5 at lead. Plays a Kiku out, 5 at lead. Seven at Robin. Another 7 at Robin, play Kalgara. And play Borsa heal. Let's see if he has 9 cost Bonnie. He does. That's a free block. That's a 2k. That's a block 2k. Don't have, this is not active yet, is it? Well, I guess it's just 2k, 2k, 1k, 1k. And then start with a 5 at lead. See if he wants to let me draw a card. He's probably thinking about whether there's any way I can have lethal on him if he takes this, but I think with him having a Don up, that's not gonna be the case. Okay, he's gonna let me draw a card. I'll then go 7 lead probably. Takes that too. There's no point swinging into board. Takes that too. Is there really no way I have lethal now? If I go like 8, 9. What other options do I have? I can play Noland, Centaur. I mean, Noland Centaur is not bad. Let's go 5. Noland, heal, grab a 2k, Centaur. Technically we're not dead. Take that block. 2k, 2k, 1k, 1k. Could block 2k, 2k, 1k. But then he would have it. I think I just need to block outright here. Here I can block 2k. $2k, 1k. And 1k. We win? Let's go. We win. What? We take those. Kalgara versus Koby. Koby is one of those decks that has gotten quite a bit in EB04 and EB03 together. So I think it's probably quite strong now. He chose second. I think this is a mulligan for me then. Okay, stage is a nice start. I'll grab Ohm. Afterwards, we found 2 more hollies in that search as well, which is annoying because it means we will go down -1 in hand quite likely, unless we're very lucky and we find our 4th holly in that Ohm search, but more likely that it's not gonna happen. I also don't think I'll play this Holly out now, because I think I'm just gonna play him out with Ohm. If I felt like there was a chance to hit another Holly out of the top 5, I would play Holly out now, but like this, I'd just rather go wide in a single turn and not give him the opportunity to potentially swing into my board rather than swing into my life, because Koby has the ability to attack active. Goes 5 at me, which I'll take, of course. We have 2 healers, which is already nice. They are unconditional, which is even nicer. Well, they are conditional in the sense that it's 2 or less life, but that is kind of unconditional for Kalgara. What did he do? He just searched and he grabbed Naramaki and he played down a Hibari. Hibari. On play / when attacking, up to one of your sword type leader or characters can also attack active characters during this turn. And then activate main, give up to one of your opponent's characters -1000. Okay, a bit annoying. But we can go wide. Somebody working outside my window right now. I hope my microphone doesn't pick it up, but if it does, then I'm really sorry. Hopefully it's not present in all of the games that I'm recording today. Oh my god, we did get lucky and found our 4th Holly of this Ohm. That's pretty crazy. So I guess I should have played... No, I still should not have played this Holly, because he could have played Hibari down, give Koby ability to attack, reduce the Holly, and he would have just swung into it rather than swing into my life where I wanted him to swing. Okay, what does this Koby do now? Once per turn, if your leader has a Navy type and this character would be removed from the field, you may trash 1 card from your hand instead. Okay, so removal protection. And then on your turn, when one of your opponent's characters is KO, draw 1 card. Pretty good. We'll take that 1 life. Oh yeah, he can swing with this, huh? Do I double 2k out of this? I feel like I do. Just keep up the pressure. This is also immune to just combat, I think. I think I want to double 2k this. I just want to, like, be super aggro into this deck. At least that's my perception of it right now. Do I take this? Probably not. Okay, there's another Kalgara, which is nice. Do I want to spend my turn swinging into the Hibari, or is like my entire game plan to just slap his face? Surely the removing the Hibari is good, no? I feel like it should be. Swing a bunch of 6s because that's how we have to swing. Could swing 1-7, I guess. But let's just do this for now. Okay, now I think it's good to keep 1 Don up. Because we have an event. And then I'll pass. I mean, we got to tax his hand quite a lot. And as long as... Is this... No, just any of my characters get KO'd, he gets to draw a card. Not just if this character KOs a card. Okay, I mean... We could, like, counter very aggressively and not let him, like, let that happen. But I guess that also depends on what else he plays this turn. This Koby lets him, like, draw another card. Just 5, I'm gonna free block that. While I can. Right, I'm not misreading this. Like, this would be removed from the field. Is like, in general. So, if I KO him by swinging into him as well, that counts. I'd assume so. I don't think I want to protect this Holly. Let's just let him get a card, I guess. Ooh, okay. Okay, that's a bit disgusting, I can't lie. But not much we can do about it. Do we have lethal? See what happens if I swing 7. Takes. searches. Grabs a smoke. That's a brick. So let's just go another 7. Counters that one. A few things we can do. We can play Noland or another Borsa. We can play another Ohm Holy. I think either way, I'm swinging 7 here, and if he takes, I'm just all-inning. He does not take though. So one of them is a brick. It's that Smoker Tashi. What does it do actually? It has Rush, I know that. Rush, your Navy type leader becomes 7k. I could play a Kalgara out. And then heal. But then I don't have a Don up. Do I want to swing into this Koby or this Hibari? This Koby will let him draw another card. I think I'm just playing Ohm Holy. Leave a Don up. I'll swing into... Am I greedy? He's basically only been giving me 2Ks. Oh, I took too long. Sorry. I would have swung into the Koby and played Ohm Holy. I'm pretty sure I'm just winning. Alright, let's go with some final thoughts. Honestly, the deck has felt pretty decent. In OP13, he wasn't really playable because of Emu and Ace. The Emu matchup is fine if you can win dice roll, but it's not amazing, and the Ace matchup due to Jozu was nearly impossible. But if the meta becomes wider and wider like we're experiencing right now, I feel like he could come back. But let's go over the cards that we've tested today. First off, well, let's start with the best card out of all of them, which is this Borsellino. This Borsellino is nuts in the deck. It's just, like I said at the beginning, a strict upgrade over Noland. He easily replaces Kuma in the deck because Kuma was always a bit awkward to use because you had to trash a card and you didn't care that much about the on KO effect because rarely your opponent wanted to swing into him. So having a 5 cost 6k that's a blocker that heals is just strictly better. Like in so many spots in today's games, I felt like he was doing so much work. And he's just more versatile than Noland as well, which is brilliant. The second best card out of the 3, I think, is the Centauro. Honestly, I've always liked playing a chump blocker in this deck. I used to play the Raki, the in-archetype 1 cost blocker, because I always liked having a little chump blocker on the board that could deal with really big swings. And this Centauro does that as well, and it also draws you a card, which is perfect. I'm not 100% sure whether I would want to keep it in the build, because his effect is on block rather than on KO. I think there might be a decent amount of decks who could play around this effect by either resting him first and then swing into him, or by just outright KOing him before they swing. So I think whether or not I would play him is completely meta dependent. Lastly, for this Luffy, I think this Luffy is just okay. It's nice that he buffs our leader up to 7, but the theory behind being able to use leader ability and playing Luffy in the same turn doesn't actually happen that often. And his defensive capabilities sadly go out the window immediately after the turn that he's played. If he would stay a blocker even on every turn after where he's on the board, I don't care particularly much about the plus 2k on our leader, but if he would just stay a blocker, I think he'd be quite good. But for now, I just don't think he quite makes the cut. I think I would prefer currently to just take both Centauro and Luffy out and just play 4 of this Nami, because this Nami makes our 5 Don turn so much more powerful. But the Luffy still did a good job, and it came up in like most games. It just didn't feel quite as strong as I was wanting it to feel. Overall, in the 10 or so games I've played now today to make this video, I felt like this leader is in a decent spot. It's difficult to judge because obviously on the Eastern Sim everybody tries out everything right now, so it's kind of difficult to tell whether what you're playing into is actually what is gonna be the meta. But I only lost 1 game with him, which felt pretty nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice rest of your day.